Hi guys, welcome to this channel. My name is Gantu. I love sewing cute clothes and fashion. This is going to be an in-depth sewing tutorial for this top that I'm wearing. If you like this top and want to sew along with me, you can find the link to the pattern down below to my Etsy. For this project, you will need half a meter of fabric. It's actually less. And a sewing machine. This is a really easy sewing project. It's super beginner friendly, so let's get started. First, print out your pattern. Make sure that your printer is on 100% scale, so that the pattern is true size. There will be a rectangle to check over, and then line up your pieces edge to edge as described on the instruction sheet. To cut out your pattern, refer to the size chart on your instruction sheet and figure out which size you are, then cut on the corresponding line. Make sure that your grain line is parallel to the selvage, as I'm showing you here. You can find the measurements for the straps in the instruction sheet. Place the stripes exactly like this and draw a line at a 45-degree angle. Now sew where you have drawn the line and cut the excess fabric off. Fold the stripe in half and sew a 7mm wide strap. Don't forget to also cut here the excess off. There are many ways to turn your strap right side out. My favorite way is the bobby pin method. Even though it's a little bit difficult at the beginning. Now let's cut the loops. I recommend you to mark the seam allowance at the corners where the straps and loops will go. This makes the next step so much easier. Don't worry, no one will see these markings because we're working on the inside. Place the straps and loops as shown in the picture here and sandwich them between the front part and the facing. Don't forget to fold the loops in half with the folded part facing the garment before sandwiching them. Let's sew. Make sure that your needle is positioned in the fabric, just like here when you sew a corner, so you can get a nicer and sharper look. Make sure that when you sew the side seam, just sew to this point, because we're going to fold the seam allowance later on the inside. And if we sew it down, we can do that. Okay, now let's trim the seam allowance from the corners. And also clip the seam allowance at these curves. Make sure that when you clip, you cut close to the seam, but you do not cut into the seam. Just like here, it's perfect. It's time to turn this top inside out. Mark the seam allowance on the facing to fold it exactly 1 centimeter, and clip also here on the center front. Now pin it and iron it for the best result. And sew it really close to the edge. We have 1 centimeter seam allowance for the hem, so we will sew a baby hem. For educational purpose, I will show you how to sew it on a sample piece with contrasting thread. First, we sew a distance of 4 millimeters to the edge. Now fold and iron the hem towards the garment twice. And do the same on the other side. Sew close to the edge of the hem. This is how it should look in the end. The last thing we need to do is to ruffle the center front. I recommend to hand sew this. It's easier than with the machine. And now we're finally done. Thank you for watching till now. I hope that this tutorial was easy to follow and that you had some fun while doing this cute top. If you like this video and want to see more content of mine, then follow me on TikTok. There's where I usually post my videos. This is actually my first YouTube tutorial. I hope that you really liked it, and if you have any suggestions or comments or questions, then just write it down below. I'll be happy to respond. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I hope to see you soon. Ciao ciao!